What's up, guys? So today we're looking at a couple of cool classics that I remember from back in the day. Got these two knives in a trade. It was part of a bigger trade, but this was basically the meat of the trade for me. This is what I was interested in, is these two. There were a couple other cheaper ones that were, thrown in as well. But yeah, these are two older model knives. On top we have a Spyderco Delica. All right, this one, as you can see, is a much older model. Dating to about the late 90s. I believe this one's from like 98 to 2001, so possibly the very early 2000s. You can see obviously the design is a little bit different than what you see today. All right, swappable clips. This one is rocking an ATS 55 steel, which I'm sure a lot of people watching the video never even heard of, unless you've been into the knife game for a while. All right, very cool. Seiki City, Japan. As you can see, obviously it is pink and has a fully serrated blade. Now the pink I don't really care about too much. Obviously it's not my first choice as far as colors go. It's probably my last choice, but it's cool because it's different. This is different in a lot of ways. Not only is it cool because it's a retro Delica, but also fully serrated blades I tend to like on cold steel knives, which this is. It's not fully serrated, but it is a cold steel knife. Just because I like a long run of it. All right, if you give me a 4 or 5 inch blade, fully serrated, that is a workhorse. I mean, that thing can cut through most things. A lot of people don't like serrations just because they're hard to maintain, very hard to sharpen. But depending on what you need a knife for, it may be the better option. Remember, you can always send these knives back to the companies that make them to sharpen them. Sometimes it's a very small fee, depending on the company. Sometimes they do it for free. It's part of their service if you're paying, a lot of money for a knife. But yeah, fully serrated blades work very, very well. So just kind of a cool blast from the past there, in case you never saw one of the older model Spydercos. And actually I leave it open so you guys can look at it. And also, if you notice, this is riveted, all right? So you cannot take this apart. But anyway, then we have a early 2000s cold steel Voyager. This one is a large Voyager with the Tanto blade partially serrated. Now, if you look at the markings here, it just says cold steel on the front, and on the back, it only says Voyager made in Japan. There is no blade steel marking on this knife, but I am fairly certain that they were using a VG1 when this series came out. Not VG10. A lot of people know what VG10 is. VG1, which is a different steel. I definitely prefer like a clip point or drop point over a Tanto. I definitely prefer plain edge over serrations. And I much prefer, fully serrated over a partially serrated blade. So not my first or second choice, but certainly a very cool blast in the past. I believe this is like a second gen. The very first Voyager series knives, I think, were in like 1996, 97, somewhere around there. And you could tell those very easily. They had a different pattern. They had like a couple lines up here by where the bolster would be, I guess the pivot point. And also the pocket clips were molded, like the first generation Spydercos. So it was plastic. It was part of the handle, basically, the pocket clip. All right, this is the second gen. Obviously, the Voyager series today looks even more different than this, more kind of squared off, a lot more design. I do like that the handles are just kind of plain because it fits everyone's hand. This is a large, got a 4-inch blade. Obviously, they make them even bigger and a lot smaller. It's a very good size, very, very hard use knife. All right, this is obviously way before the triad lock. You can see it's just a standard lock back design, but still an awesome, awesome classic. So yeah, just real quick video, trade video showing you a couple cool knives. I'll hang on to these for a while. I'll probably use the cold steel one. I'll probably keep this one as it is, which looks like it is just very lightly used, and that'll be, a trade item. If you guys are rocking a knife in your EDC every single day that's, 10 plus years old, let me know what you got. Obviously, a lot of these classic knives people like, and sometimes if it ain't broken, don't fix it, right? Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.